He's in here somewhere. I've been watching him. There he went. There he goes. See him? Bunny rabbit. That's that Kamikaze, that new kind of single pass pruner. And I've used a lot of pruners in my time. Look at that. They're absolutely razor sharp. I really think these are some of the better ones, if not the best, I think I've ever used. We're actually getting ready to hand them out to all my guys. We had a problem with hand pruners getting lost, mysteriously getting lost. So what we're doing is using that Invisitag inventory system, and each pruner will get like get its own little stamp or a little tag. It'll kind of go right here, or I don't know, I can probably put it right here on the end, put it somewhere, and I can scan the shop. It'll tell me everything that's in there in the shop. So just stay tuned. I'm going to be telling you quite a bit about that Invisitag, especially for you business owners. It's going to be a really cool deal. So I got those in the description below if you're interested. They're pretty cool, pretty nice pruners for sure. Even some of the bigger stuff like that, you can see it's about the size of my pinky. You can come right in here and just snip it right off. Here's another good one. It's actually a little bit bigger than my pinky. Just put it in there and snip, snip. Now this right here is the piece you'll need with the Strom sprayer, and you can see as I screw it out like that, that's going to adjust the pattern to a stream and back down to like a fine mist. Now for those of you with the Strom, this thing's going to get a little tight sometimes. Just take your little WD-40 and just barely spray a little bit down in there, twist that around. It's going to make it work a lot quicker, a lot better, and it's going to free it up some. And when you're in tight spots, just take the wand off. Use just the gun itself, like that. That way you can get up under the bush and you don't have that wand in your way. Boy, look at that gloss. You can see they've started eating on this one too. Look at that. Hey there, it's Pete with GCI Turf. I hope you're having a great day today, and I'm going to show you how to spray this. Ooh, look at there. All right, I got that one. I don't know if you're going to be able to see him. He might take off. See him right there? Oop. Look at there. Come on, little buddy. Stubborn. Get up on my finger. Ah, he's gone. So basically I got my Strom sprayer with it's a factory nozzle. It comes with its Strom. It's an adjustable tip. We'll put it on high pressure. And I can use the wand to kind of reach this tree. Now this tree is about, I'm 6'1", so this tree is roughly 10, 12, 13 feet roughly. So I don't really need to use a stream. I can kind of dial it back a little bit, get some heavier droplets, and I can reach this with absolutely no problem with this sprayer. So let's get at it. Now what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go ahead and spray the underside of these lower leaves, because once I spray the top, that's going to be kind of dripping down, and I don't want to be up under here spraying while that's dripping. So I'm going to get this part first and then work my way from the middle of the tree out and kind of around the tree, because I don't want this stuff dripping on me. Definitely when you're doing this, you definitely want it on high pressure. And the way I get up under is I turn the nozzle upside down and spray like this. Again, I want to soak down the trunk, the whole tree, every single part of it. Now as I need to go a little higher, I'm going to change my pattern on my little nozzle here. You can see how I'm getting up a little higher now. I don't want to forget about the top of the leaves too. I want to get the top and the bottom really good. Again, I'm spraying to, they call it the point of runoff, meaning I want the tree at the point to where it starts dripping off the leaves. You're good. Hey, you want to soak down everything really nice. You don't want to over apply, but you do want to thoroughly cover the tree, all the leaves, as many as you can get. I sprayed that bad boy right there. Now I know I'm gonna get the question, well, how long does it take to kill that Japanese beetle? Honestly have no clue. I've sprayed them before with a bifenthrin and imidacloprid mixture, and I've watched them fall from the tree to their demise. And then again, I've watched them fly off after just getting hammered with the solution. So I think it depends on the beetle maybe. Some of them may be a little tougher than others, but you can see that one right there. He is definitely getting weak. Now I'm ready to go up a little higher, so I'm just going to change my, put my wand back on here. Something just come to mind. I cannot stress this enough. This is incredibly important. A lot of you guys have a strom and you're not really going to buy two of them, one for this type stuff and one for the grass part, meaning you spray herbicides, weed control. One of the absolute worst things you could ever do is spray your grass with weed killer, triplet, speed zone, tributary, any herbicide you can think of, whatever, you name it, any of them, and then immediately come out and mix a tree and shrub mix up and spray your trees or your bushes or your flowers. That's a big time no, 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 okay? Because residue from that herbicide is going to be in that tank. And then, especially if you're using natural adjuvant, it's a big, big deal if you're doing that, because you're going to take that residue from the tank, that herbicide residue from the tank, and you are going to put it inside this tree. You do not want that to happen, because once you get it inside the tree, you're not going to get it back out. You picking up what I'm putting down, right? So your timing on these tree and shrubs, if you're using the same tank, is going to be pretty important. I would time it to where you've made several applications through your sprayer that do not have a herbicide included. That would be pre-emergent or post-emergent. So let's say you have a cool season yard. Mine, for example, it's had 2 fungicides. It has had in those fungicides some FloraGreene 700. I've spoon fed it with a little bit of 1801 just to kind of see what happened. And I've also applied, what else did I apply? About 2 applications of Humic 12. So what I'm getting at is that is a lot of product. That's a lot. It takes me 2 fill-ups to do my tank, and that was about, what, 6 applications maybe? 5 applications. That's 10 or 12 tankfuls of what I call friendly products, meaning all those products are friendly to my tree, okay? Meaning there's fungicide. It's not going to do a dang bit of damage to this. Any of those nutrients, the FloraGreene, Humic 12, 1801, green effect, none of them are detrimental to the tree. They're all positive things to the tree. So it has been since I want to say 1st of April, maybe mid-April, and we've been all the way through May, and we're halfway through June, and no herbicide has been in this tank. So in my mind, I'm thinking it is plenty flushed out, plenty cleaned out. Matter of fact, I've had 2 applications of Air 8 and 1 application of RGS on my yard during that time period. And I don't know if you knew this or not, but the Air 8's my understanding that it has a real good ability. It cleans your tank out really well. So keep that in your back pocket. But anyway, the point I'm making is don't immediately go out and spray a tree and shrub app after you have, very recently made a herbicide application, because you might come in here, and again, especially when it's true with or without the natural adjuvant, the O2, but it's especially true with that, because it will put that herbicide inside this tree. And 2 weeks from now, you'll be looking at the tree like, well, dang, what the heck did I do wrong? I mixed that stuff Pete said mixed up, and it killed my tree. And there you go. Now, if you want to be overly cautious, like I am, you might want to run you 2 or 3 tanks of clean water through the pump. So that will really clean that pump out real good, because I'm telling you, the last thing I want you to do is go out and gung-ho, and I know you're watching this, you're like, ooh yeah, I'm gonna get out and spray that FloraGreene on my tree and shrub and that insecticide and that adjuvant, and I'm gonna really knock those things out, those beetles, and then 2 weeks from now your tree's dead. I just don't want that to happen. Please, please don't do that. So make sure, be overly cautious and overly anal that you have cleaned out your sprayer exceptionally well before you do this. So hey, like, subscribe, share, tell all your buddies. July 4th, big time sale coming up. Make sure you get on my email list. It's in the description. And as soon as July 4th hits, I'm going to shoot that email out. Or actually, I think it'll be the Monday, July 4th week. Sometime during there. But I'll shoot you the email and tell you when it happens. Now, on these Strom sprayers, you'll notice on the Academy website, Strom's got its own page. And if you go on that page, you'll see a bunch of different combinations. Okay, I worked out some different packages. One might be the sprayer plus the nozzle assembly. One might be the sprayer nozzle assembly. And I got a mix and measure kit. And that's like a package with a GCI logo measuring cup and a mower measure and some other stuff in there. Some of these gloves and stuff. And I kind of bundled them up to try to help save you some money. You know, I use my sprayer off my truck. That's one of my new ones I just bought. And that sprayer hit me for about $4,800. The tank, the skid, the frame, pump, and the reel and the hose. Most either small lawn care companies, maybe you're not ready to jump on something like that, or the DIY crowd, you ain't gonna buy nothing like that. Don't fool yourself. Ain't nobody in their right mind that owns a home with 1 yard gonna go buy a skid sprayer like that. Doesn't make any sense. So, but you'll pay $235 for a backpack sprayer and do the exact same thing. I just took the same mix out of that tank and put it in here, and I soaked this tree down real good, and now my tree's protected. So there you go. That's with the factory tip. It ain't even no special nozzle assembly or nothing. It's right out the box, just like they come. So I hope this helped. I'll give you some updates on the Bermuda at the shop and kind of tell you what my plans are on the renovation schedule. I got 3 renovations planned. My yard, the test plot, and the shop. I'm not going to be able to do them all at 1 year, so stay tuned. I'll tell you my order, and I'll tell you my reasoning behind my order. It might help you. Check you later.